Hello, you are listening, Heart Attacking Horror. Today you will hear the next story named Witch. Please subscribe to the channel, press the likes and bell icons. According to the story, at 12 o'clock at night, a 60-year-old woman enters the cemetery, comes out after 1 hour and leaves. This goes on for about 10 days. The 11th day enters at night at 12, but after 1 hour it does not come out. Gradually, time starts to increase in the morning. Around 3 o'clock the gate of the cemetery opens and a young woman wearing a beautiful, adorned red sari comes out and goes somewhere in the dark. The cemetery is built out of the city, so very few people leave from this road. At 7 in the morning, a policeman is passing a bike. As soon as he reaches the graveyard, his bike slips, he falls and he gets hurt. Injury has taken place so he is not able to get up. There is silence on the road, that is when the gate of the cemetery opens and a headless woman comes out and picks up the policeman and sets him on one side. After that, the policeman goes somewhere in front of his eyes. Seeing which he faints due to fear. It is 10 o'clock in the day. There is a lot of noise in the city. There is a big bungalow away from the crowd, there are many houses around it, but there is not much noise here, mostly the service people live here. There is an elderly couple living in bungalow, there is a servant to help them, who clean the morning and evening and leave after cooking. The elderly couple does not like it alone, so they have called a paying guest, a boy named Shivai who is studying BA and goes to college daily. Shivai leaves every day at 9 am, then returns at 5 pm. The elderly couple has one son, whose name is Pavanesh, who serves abroad, so he stays outside. It has hired a servant for the help of its parents. Pavanesh has told his parents many times to come to him, but the parents do not want to leave their house. It has been 2 years since I went to Pavanesh. Pavanesh has not married yet, he says, when the parents start living abroad with him, he will get married. Shivai gives full time to the elderly couple after coming from college, laughing and playing with them, that is how their time is spent. Time passes. One day Pavanesh comes home after taking leave, and refuses his parents and takes him abroad with him. Before leaving he leaves the servant, and hands Shivai home, saying that as long as he wants can stay, so that the house will also be looked after, goes away. Shivai stays alone for a few days, but then he gets bored alone in such a big house, so calling the landlord, explains his problem and asks for permission to keep 2 of his companions together. The landlord allows. Now Shivai calls his friends, Natik and Ritesh, to him, both of them study with Shivai. Now all 3 people start living in the bungalow. One makes the morning meal, the other makes the evening meal, and the third is the evening cleaning work as well as washing dishes. On all 3 days, laughter begins to pass. A few days later, in the evening, Pavanesh gets a call. He tells that he has sold the bungalow to a family and the next day that family will shift there, saying that it disconnects the phone. All 3 friends get upset, due to which they are unable to sleep all night. The next day the 3 pack their belongings, and start waiting for the new house owner. A big car stops outside the bungalow at 12 o'clock in the day. A 25-year-old beautiful girl gets down from the car and enters the bungalow. She is alone, reaches 3 friends inside, and tells her name as Shruti, the new mistress of the bungalow, and her family will come a few days later. Hearing this, the 3 give the keys to the bungalow and start picking up their belongings, when the girl stops them, saying that they do not have to go anywhere, all can stay here till the completion of studies. All 3 are happy to hear this. Shruti talks to show them the bungalow. All 3 show her the bungalow. It is night, Shruti is sleeping in one room and the 3 friends are sleeping in another room. The 3 sleep together in different beds in the same room. The eye of the 3 opens with the sound of Payal's chum-cham at 12 o'clock at night. The voice starts coming out loud. The 3 get up and go out of the room. No one is outside, but the voice is still coming. The sound is coming from another room, in which Shruti is sleeping. The 3 go towards his room. The room is open, look inside and see that there is a smoke inside, because of which nothing is visible, and the light is off, but due to the window being open, a little light is coming in from outside, which appears lying on the bed, but is not visible. The sound is coming from the bed. All 3 enter in and move towards the bed, only then a sound is heard from behind them. All 3 look, the sound is Shruti. Then all 3 look at the bed is empty, and there is no smoke. See this, all 3 are shocked. Now Shruti asks her the reason for being here. All 3 lie that they inspect the entire bungalow once before going to sleep at night, then sleep, saying that all 3 go to their room. Now all 3 are drowned in the mind. It is morning. After eating and drinking all 3, they go to college. When the 3 return home at 5 pm, Shruti tells them to keep a servant, who stays in Bengali for 24 hours. Shivai goes out and brings the first servant, because he does not know anyone else. Now Shruti keeps that servant in the bungalow. The servant makes dinner, the 5 eat and sleep, the servant's room is separate. At 12 o'clock in the ears of Natik, the sound of Havan is heard. He opens his eyes, finds himself in the cemetery. Both his friends are also with him in the cemetery but sleeping. A woman in front of him, he is doing a Havan of the back, which he is scared to see. Now he picks up his friends secretly. They too are awake and are scared to see these scenes, but daring the three quietly leave the place. All three reach the bungalow, whose main door is open. All three enter their room reaches, his door is also open. All three enter in panic, the light is on, all three sit on the bed. The next day all three go to college, all three are upset. When the three return at 5 in the evening, they neither see the servant nor Shruti. They find them in the bungalow, but the two do not meet anywhere. Then the three go to their rooms and start college. After a while they hear the shout of the servant and the scream of the mistress Shruti, both of them coming from the room of Shruti. The three think that maybe Shruti and the servant have arrived, because the key of the bungalow is always near. Voices become louder. Now the three get up and go towards his room. The room is closed from inside. The sound is coming from inside. From inside there is the sound of breaking of the goods. The three knock the door opens, the servant and Shruti go out. The servant goes to the kitchen for his work, but Shruti scolds the three friends. Now the three go into their rooms in anger. The trio are angry, and question Shruti's character. When Shivai's mobile rings, the call is received, then it is revealed that the call is from Shruti. She tells that she has been home since morning without informing, is out and will come back tomorrow. The servant too has taken leave this morning and has gone to his house. He will come back after 2-3 days. All three of you are alone, so make food yourself. Hearing this, the wind blows in Shivai's face. Seeing his face, both friends ask him the reason. In response he tells the whole story. Now the faces of the three get off, all three go out to the kitchen. The kitchen is closed, the servant is nowhere to be seen. Shruti's room is also locked from outside. All three go to their room without eating food. All three are scared. It is night, no one is sleeping. At 12 o'clock, someone knocks at the main gate of the bungalow. All three are afraid to open the door. The eyes of the three are cracked as soon as the door is opened, because a girl without a head is standing at the door, all three of whom faint. 3 days later the eyes of the trio open on the hospital bed. Shruti is sitting in front of them. After some time the servant brings the fruit and feeds the three. It is 2 o'clock in the day. After 3 hours the doctor discharges the three. Shruti goes home with all three. It is evening, the three are resting in their rooms. The servant delivers the dinner in his room. The three eat and sleep. All three get refreshed in the morning. Today he is feeling refreshed. All three get ready for college. As soon as they reach the bungalow gate, they find a man standing with an ashes urn, telling himself to come from the crematorium, in whose hands the bungalow's servant has the bones, and tells that 2 days ago the body of the servant was found in the cemetery, which was burned by the policeman post-mortem, because his housemates did not come, so these bones have been sent here, saying that he, Astakalash, stops Ritesh and goes away. Hearing this, all three get frightened and come back to Bengali. There are many questions in the mind of the three, but no one has the answer. Now the three enter the room keeping the cullis on the stool lying outside their room. All three are sitting on the bed looking at each other with questions, when Shruti's voice comes, which goes out saying that they are going somewhere.
Now only these three are left in the bungalow. The scared three start talking. That is when the sound of banging the door is heard. The sound is coming very loud. All three come out of the room. The direction of the voice is towards Shruti's room. All three reach the gate of Shruti's room. The door is knocking very hard. The door is locked from outside. The sound of the inner sounds as if someone is there. Who is inside? To know this, he speaks ethically. His voice stops beating the door. Now everything is quiet. It seems as if nothing has happened. All three stand for a long time, but there is no sound. After seeing everything calm, all three go away and sit at the dining table. All three are thinking that when someone puts food on the table, Shivai's attention is disturbed by that. He sees that the servant, who does not have a head, is keeping food on the table. Seeing this, Shivai gets up screaming and runs towards the room. After some time Ritesh also comes in the room. Both hide under the bed. Only then 2 legs from the gate which are coming towards them are seen. He looks moral with his feet. Both of them come out. Seeing both of them get worse, because the servant's face is on the body of Moral, which is terrible, with blood on his lips. Both tremble. Now, with a Moral growl as a servant, Hath holds up Ritesh's neck. Shivai runs out of the room. He reaches the main gate of the bungalow, but the gate is closed from outside. Shivai rushes in again, and enters the kitchen, then closes the door and sits in the ground. He is heard by Ritesh's shouting. She is giving. Shivai also starts crying in fear. After some time Ritesh's shouting stops. Shivai stops crying as soon as the voice stops. Now he starts listening to the outcry from the door. He does not hear anything. Shivai gets up and opens the gate and sneakily moves towards his room. As soon as he reaches the room, is shocked. Both Natik and Ritesh are studying inside. Seeing this, Shivai sits on the bed thinking about something. Seeing his facial expressions, Natik asks him the reason for the mood to be upset. Shivai does not answer and lies down. He falls asleep shortly. Shivai's eye opens at 1 o'clock in the night. He finds himself in the courtyard of the bungalow, and sees that a Havan Kundar has been made in the middle of the courtyard, in which the fire is burning. A girl without head sits on one side of the kund, who has a sharp weapon in one hand and is doing Havan with the other hand. On the other side of the pool, both his friends Ritesh and Moral are dead. The headless girl gets up and goes to Natik's corpse, and starts chopping the corpse with the weapon, seeing Shivai's condition deteriorate, when suddenly a hand touches Shivai's shoulder. Shivai is shocked, looks behind. Shruti is standing behind, looking at the mistress. Shivai points towards the scat tank, but as soon as he looks towards the pool, he is not sure, because now there is no one in the courtyard, nor is there is Havan, neither any girl nor her friends. Now Shruti picks up Shivai with support and takes her to her room. The two men are sitting on the bed. Shivai is frightened. Shruti calms her down and tries to give herself up. Gradually it becomes morning. Both people remain awake all night. Today food cooks Shruti and feeds Shivai with his hands. Shivai is feeling so much love for someone for the first time, so he slowly starts to be normal. Both people stay in the bungalow all day. Dinner too Shruti only cooks. Both of them eat food and sleep on the same bed in the same room. At 12 o'clock, Shivai's eye opens to go to the bathroom. He sees that Shruti is sleeping in his arms. He removes Shruti from the edge and rolls her a sheet, then goes to the bathroom. After she leaves Shruti's sheet slowly slides down slowly. Now Shruti is lying down without a sheet, but now she has no head. Her torso is on the bed, no head. On the other hand, as Shivai turns to the bathroom, he sees Shruti's severed head hanging from a rope. Shivai runs away and comes to Shruti's room, but in the room he is seen sleeping with Shruti Chadar. He goes ahead and removes the sheet. Shruti sees him safe. He breathes a sigh of relief, then lies down on the bed, but now he is not sleepy. There are many scenes and questions revolving in his mind. When he gets an eye, he does not know. Shivai's eye opens with a jerk in the morning. He feels like someone is dragging him away. He sees that the servant is dragging him from the room. Seeing Shivai gets scared, but to save his life Shivai gives a loud jerk to the leg, causing the servant to leave his leg. Now Shivai gets up and runs out of the bungalow. As soon as he gets out of the main gate, suddenly a big car comes to a halt, from which Pavanesh walks out with his parents. Shivai is surprised to see them, because they are no longer the owners of this bungalow. On the other hand, Pavanesh and his parents are also surprised to see Shivai, because they do not know Shivai. Pavanesh asks Shivai to be here. Shivai answers something else. He explains that after Pavanesh sells the bungalow, the new owner of the bungalow Shruti arrives. At his behest, the old servant again in the bungalow is kept, but this time the permanent starts living here. Just since then everything in the bungalow is getting strangely poor. Sometimes someone appears without a head, sometimes someone is performing a havan. My friends don't even know anything, maybe they are dead. Hearing this, Pavanesh and his parents act strangely. Pavanesh tells that he never sold the bungalow. 6 months ago he took his parents abroad with him. Since then the bungalow has been locked, and now he is discharged. Then he along with his parents he came home. He never hired any tenant. Hearing this, Shivai gets shocked because according to him, Pavanesh had taken his parents with him last month. Shivai is shivering. Pavanesh is confused. Then his parents ask everyone to walk inside the bungalow. Shivai is scared. He refuses to go in, but Pavanesh's parents convince Shivai to go inside to understand the whole situation. Now everyone enters the bungalow. As the elderly parents step inside the gate, they feel awkward. Everybody walks inside the bungalow, but no one is found. All the people of Tired Necklace come and sit on the sofa recently. Then Pavanesh's eye goes to the ashes on the table. The urn starts moving slowly, and on seeing it, a fire starts in it. It becomes ashes of water. Seeing this, Pavanesh's mother gets up and goes towards the kitchen. After some time Pavanesh's mother comes back. He has a chopped lemon in his hand which has 4 cloves inserted. After some time the color of the cloves turns white. Now Pavanesh's mother tells everyone to sit together. All the people sit on the same sofa. After that make a circle around everyone with lemon juice. Then they themselves sit in the same circle and sit with everyone. Everybody is sitting quietly. At 5 in the evening, Natik and Ritesh enter the hall. They have a bag full of books, which Shivai is surprised to see. Pavanesh and his parents are seeing him for the first time, so this is a surprise. Shivai is scared to see his friends. Then Ritesh asks him the reason for not coming to college. Shivai is not in a position to speak anything. Now Natik gives a good news saying that Shivai has been declared the winner in the speech competition held last week. While cutting the moral point in the middle, Ritesh says that he is very hungry, so he is going to the kitchen. Now Ritesh goes towards the kitchen. After some time, the sound of shouting is heard from the kitchen. This voice is from Ritesh. After a while, Ritesh, screaming, walks out of the kitchen. He has a hand severed from the bleeding. Behind him is a servant who does not have a head. There is a sore in his hand with blood. Everyone gets scared after seeing this. Ritesh is screaming continuously in pain. On seeing Ritesh screaming, Natik goes to him only when the beheaded servant attacks his hand. Natik's arm gets separated in a single stroke. Seeing this scene, Shivai is no more. He runs to the beheaded servant. The servant catches Shivai. On the other hand, both Shivai's friends become ashes. Now the servant starts running with his sword on Shivai's neck. Slowly the blood starts seeping from the neck. Seeing this, Pavane's mother takes out a clove from a lemon caught in her hand and throws it on the servant. The servant flutters and falls on the ground. Shivai runs and goes inside the circle. Now Pavane's father makes a call from Pavane's mobile, which has a perfect man on the other side. Pavane's father makes him aware of all the events. Siddha men ask them to come after 2 days. The phone is disconnected. Pavanesh clears the blood of Shivai's neck with a handkerchief placed in his pocket and wraps it on the wound. It is slowly evening. Suddenly 7 people enter the hall at 4 p.m. One of them has a bag in the hand. All are surprised to see 7 people entering the hall. Then the person in the bag comes out of his bag with one perfume bottle and sprinkles it in the 4 corners. The scent of the perfume spreads throughout the bungalow. Suddenly Shruti enters the hall. Her hair is open. She runs her gaze on all the people. 7 people who have come are standing in the hall. Shruti looks at the 7. Gradually Shruti's face starts changing. She starts to look very dangerous with a terrible face. There is also consternation in her voice. Now Shruti moves towards the 7, and as soon as they reach her, the 7 surround her. Suddenly Shruti attacks the bagman. He goes away and falls. The remaining 6 people reach his partner to take care of him. When Shruti gets up in the air and attacks everyone. Surviving the attack, one removed the perfume from his pocket and threw it at Shruti. Shruti starts smelling perfume. Now Shruti comes down slowly and becomes normal. While sitting in the ground, Shruti is smelling the perfume in poor condition. When the servant is recently entered, he fires up seeing Shruti and runs towards the 7. Only then a person sprinkles perfume on him. Even perfume starts sitting in the ground. Now the 7 people introduce themselves, saying that they have been sent by the Siddha Mahatma, and have said that till they come, we will stay here to calm the 7 evil forces. In this position, 2 days pass. On the 3rd day Siddha men enter the bungalow and arrive at the hall. Recently, Shruti and the servants are still smelling perfume sitting on the ground. Pavanesh, on the other hand, his parents are sitting on the sofa. Shivai is sleeping sitting on the sofa. Seeing the Mahatma, Pavanesh's parents get up and bow to him. Shivai also wakes up. While giving blessings, the Siddha men sit on the ground and sit on the ground. Shruti and the servants come to them automatically by closing their eyes. Now the Mahatma places a hand on Shruti's forehead. Suddenly Shruti starts changing. His face, body and clothes, everything starts changing. After a while, Shruti turns into a young woman, is wearing a red-colored sari, and is fully decked up. Now the Mahatma places his second hand on the servant. Suddenly the head disappears from the servant's body. After some time Shruti's body starts changing again. This time her head also disappears from her body and her clothes also change. Seeing this, the Mahatma once again closes the eye and opens it immediately. This time Shruti becomes normal and becomes Shruti. The Mahatma removes red pepper and a black thread from his bag, then makes his garland and puts it on Shruti's neck. As soon as the garland falls, Shruti starts shivering and starts screaming and screaming. Mahatma shows him one finger, upon seeing which she calms down and starts telling her story. According to him she is a witch, and now she has to become a powerful witch. She had to kill many people to complete this journey, and now he needs just one more death to become powerful. Shivai is enough for him. Hearing this, the Mahatma asks him the reason for entering this house. She says that she was looking for a secluded place to do her work, which ended up in this bungalow. Because of killing the servant, she says that he was her husband, so killed her, and after killing everyone, she used to go to the cemetery, perform havan, then take out all the hearts and eat, then perform black magic. His gods are happy. She is neither alive nor dead. She has become a dangerous witch who lives above the spirits, and now her hunger has increased. Now he should live 5 people daily, whose heart is young, then fry them and eat them. The Mahatma asks him to vacate this bungalow. She refuses. Suddenly, the garland on Shruti's neck breaks. She becomes free. She immediately transforms into a severed witch. She looks terrible in red sari and all over makeup. Seeing this, the Mahatma wakes up, only when Shruti catches his hand and gives a loud shock. They stagger. During this time, the servant also becomes active and gets up and takes hold of the Mahatma. Only then Ritesh and Moral come from behind. They also start breaking the Mahatma. All 4 people scrape the Mahatma and start eating. 7 disciples of the Mahatma run towards them. When only 20 Shruti come from outside, they kill all the 7 disciples and start eating. Now the main Shruti rises in the air. Slowly her body starts to grow bigger. She starts to look like a demon. Her teeth have grown big. Her face is in terrible black color. Suddenly her face changes to Pavanesh, then she turns to Shivai, after which she turns into Pavanesh's parent. On the other hand, Pavanesh's mother daringly moves forward and sprinkles the juice of lemon and perfume, both held in the hand, on Shruti's body simultaneously. Shruti's face starts bursting, smoke starts coming out of it, she starts melting. Slowly, all of Shruti's companions begin to smolder. Finally all become ashes. Now this bungalow has been freed from evil spirits. Shiva is unconscious. Pavanesh brings him to his senses.
Now Pavanay's parents, while supporting Shivai, explain that everything has been done right now, but then Pavanay's father says that he definitely gets the fruits of human actions. His wife is curious to know the depth of this, in res. Pons to which he says that 30 years ago, a Muslim friend went to the cemetery in Junej, in which the night had happened, the same night a woman was doing black magic in that cemetery. Was, seeing whom everyone killed him there, I was also in it, so maybe it happened in our bungalow. Shivai stands silently. Then a policeman enters the hall. He shakes hands with Shivai and hugs him. He has a strange grin on his face, and is seen through his eyes. This is the same policeman who fell by sliding the bike outside the cemetery. This story ends here.